Good morning, Washington! How you doing, folks? This is Dave TV on Sunday, the 29th of May, 2011, Memorial Day weekend. I'd like to say this is the second Sunday this month that I didn't get my TV week delivered with my Washington Post. Second Sunday this month at TV week. I paid the extra 15 cents an edition, or Sunday edition, for my TV week, and it's the second time it hasn't come. You know, my post home delivery isn't bad during the weekdays, but I notice on the weekends that the paper either comes late, or it's missing sections, or now, you know, on a regular basis, it's missing the TV week. So, I don't know. Someone at the Post ought to take note of that. All right. What are we looking at here? I'm looking at some of the local sub-channels. You know that with digital TV, that we have all the TV stations can run sub-channels, right? So, you know, Channel 4 will have main NBC programming on its main channel, 4.1, and then 4.2 will be, a sports channel or whatever. So anyhow, I'm looking here. I'm scanning the dial. This is Channel 50. This is Channel 50's antenna television, 50 point whatever, 2 or 3, whatever. And then you go over here and you get Channel 9's Weather Radar, which of course on Sunday mornings runs kiddie shows, so that the station can, basically so that the Gannett station can meet its FCC requirement for children's programming without having to carry any children's programming on the main signal. That's a nice one there from Gannett. And of course, Channel 7 has Doug Hill's Weather Now, and Channel RTN. Okay, that's the Retro Television Network, also from Channel 7. And then Channel 50 also has This TV. And, okay, now here's the interesting thing. Here's Channel 4. Okay, one of their sub-channels is Universal Sports Channel. But now you go to this other thing, which is NBC Nonstop. Now look at that. This is NBC Nonstop. Okay, this is the thing that features-oriented news channel that was launched by Channel 4, I guess last year. But look, it's in widescreen. This is the first time I've seen a digital sub-channel broadcast in widescreen. You know, now if you look at these other ones, like, for example, WETA's channels, you know, they're all in the standard, 4x3 thing with the bars on the sides and sometimes the bars on the top. You know, but teach them the things I wanted them to know. But I've never seen one actually broadcast in widescreen. This is Maryland Public Television, and but you never see them in widescreen. Now, if they do run a widescreen signal like that is, you know, they fit it into the 4.3 aspect ratio. It's in the standard def mode, so it's kind of interesting. And of course, these are the megahertz channels. Chinese network. This is Channel 30 WNBT, and of course we get Al Jazeera here on Channel 275, and Euro News and France 24, and Russian television in Spanish, and the Korean network here, and Ethiopian television. Now the interesting thing is here, as you see, 208 is NBC Plus nonstop in widescreen. First of all, I didn't know someone could do a digital sub-channel in widescreen. I don't think that's high def, but it is definitely in widescreen, and Comcast is carrying it. So I'm wondering now if Comcast is, since Comcast and NBC are co-owned, if, Comcast is going to bump up all of NBC4's sub-channels into widescreen. Now, they could get a feed directly from Channel 4, and it doesn't have to be broadcast, and run everything that Channel 4 runs in high def, or at least widescreen, even their sub-channels. So now we've got this in widescreen, which is interesting. But of course the Universal Sports, which is also on Channel 4, that's still in the 4x3 aspect ratio, which is common with the other ones. So I don't know, it'll be interesting to see. The other thing I've noticed now that Comcast owns NBC is that Comcast has moved up the Shop NBC network here in the Reston cable system up to Channel 89. Okay, so they're giving better placement to an NBC channel, okay, and they've taken the local NBC digital sub-channel and put it in widescreen mode. So that's two advantages that Comcast has given to NBC since their merger with NBC earlier this year. So that's interesting. I'll let you know if anything more happens. But if you notice, like News Channel 8, for example, is still in old grunky standard def. The problem with News Channel 8, which is all Britain's, that's not a sub-channel of Channel 7, but it's actually a cable-only feed from Channel 7. The problem with News Channel 8 is that it's down here in the Channel 8 area, which is where all the standard def signals are. When you go up to like Comcast, for example, in the 800s where all the high def signals are, here we have, ABC 7 and then, and Channel 9 on 809. But if you go to 808, of course, you don't get News Channel 8 in high def. You get the Home Shopping Network. So now News Channel 8 is no longer clustered with the local TV stations, at least in the high def mode. So when you go to the high def mode here in the 800s, all of the DC channels, there's Channel 5 and there's Channel 4, but there's no News Channel 8 up here. You have to go all the way down to Channel 8. So I would think, now I know if Comcast merged with All Britain, I'm sure they would put News Channel 8 in high def on Channel 808. But, so that's the wonders of having a cable company aligned with one network that's carrying competing networks. We'll see how that works as time plays on, but I don't know. So anyhow, if you go to Channel 208 on Comcast, there it is, NBC Nonstop in glorious widescreen. So anyhow. All right, folks. That's my big scandal of the day here at DCRTV.com. And damn it, I didn't get my TV week for the second week this month. Damn it! What's up with that, Washington Post? Antenna problems for WRBS, Christian Contemporary Shine 95.1 in Baltimore. Apparently God melted a piece of their antenna, and they're going to go up. Someone's going to climb the tower in early June and fix that. So watch out for that. Kelley Rouse has been an anchor on Channel 13 for a number of years. She's giving up her 33-year broadcast career and retiring from the airwaves. Spend some more time with family and friends and the arts community there on the Eastern Shore. So that's interesting. That's at Channel 16 WBOC. Interesting. David Zurwick over at the Baltimore Sun, he just loves HBO. That guy just gushes about HBO all the time. I guess they must send him free discs of their programming or whatever. I don't know. And more gushing about HBO on Zurwick's blog there on the BaltimoreSun.com. I don't know. It's just a shame. It's just a shame that folks like Zurwick and Paul Farri and stuff that cover the local media aren't better reporters. They're good writers, both of the guys, Zurwick and Farri. They are good writers, and when they want to report on things, they're good, but they really don't get it. They're very biased in what they cover. I mean, Zurwick and Farri, particularly Zurwick, I think, there's certain things that he likes. He likes HBO, and he likes WYPR. Why? Because he has a radio show there. Or at least they put him on. He doesn't like WBAL radio. Why? Well, probably because they didn't put him on the... there's certain things he seems to have, certain things he likes and doesn't like, and it's very evident in his writing, and it's not just a critical thing. You almost get to read into his stuff that, that he likes HBO because they kiss his ass. So, I don't know. That's my impression, anyway. My impression as I'm doing my Jack Benny. All right, folks. Another interesting article today in the Washington Post Sunday Ombudsman column where Ombudsman Patrick Pexton takes a look at how the Washington Post travel section ran a piece by a freelancer last week or a week or two ago, which basically visited Andy Warhol's family haunt there in Slovakia and southern Poland, and how this writer actually plagiarized parts of a documentary and stuff in his article. That's interesting stuff. That's the Washington Post. Pillar of journalism. All right, folks. You have a. I did run a correction to one of my Dave TVs last week. I mentioned something about the Nationals getting better ratings on WFED than they're getting on WJFK, since WFED is a affiliate, and WJFK is the new flagship for the Nationals. However, in late April, these were supposedly the early May ratings, but they actually were including late April. WFED was running some Caps playoff games instead of the Nationals, which was not affected, which affected the ratings. So basically, the WFED beat out WJFK, but it wasn't. They both weren't running the Nationals. So WFED's coverage of the Capitals beat out WJFK's coverage of the Nationals, but it wasn't Nationals versus Nationals. So WJFK is still getting more Nationals listeners, if that matters. Anyhow, read it all on DCRTV.com, and don't forget to have a wonderful weekend and happy Memorial Day to everybody. And don't forget the troops. And when you're out there shopping for your mattress and your furniture there at Mattress Discounters, have a good one, and don't forget to stay tuned.